Hey y'all, welcome to the Decade Twins podcast. Okay, so today's show is a little heavy topic. Something that's going on in our area.
We're gonna do the heavy topic. Okay. But
let me
not be bougie.
Oh my god, y'all. Yeah, she just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Trish!
Thank you.
I don't think I put that on the last video.
No.
Happy birthday. It is her birthday. You want to tell your age?
No.
Decade Twins.
Yeah.
So
I'm 40, y'all.
Lies.
Come on.
Lies. She been telling people she 50. Ain't it 50 you been telling people, or 60?
It's been 40.
Oh.
Sometimes 42.
She the only woman in the entire universe that adds years to her age. Most people subtract. She's the only one that
would be like, oh my god, you look good for your age.
Like, they're not gonna say
like,
it anyway.
Thank you.
Just as crazy.
I'm like, you know what they say, girl? Black don't crack, baby.
Get serious.
Okay.
So this is something that has been going on, that has happened in our area actually yesterday. We're recording this on a Tuesday, so it happened Monday morning. A high school in our area had a mass shooting. Okay. 2 were injured. And see, this is the thing. People, I don't know what news to believe. I don't know to believe the actual news or to believe Facebook news. Which sometimes Facebook, they be having more insiders, because it be people that actually, it be parents that have experienced it, or, you know, the kids are coming home and telling them stuff. So I don't know who to believe, okay? So I'm just going to say what the news has been saying, and I'm going to let you know what some of the parents whose kids were actually there is saying. Okay, so the news is saying 2 were injured. They actually got shot. But it was non-life threatening, even though one of the children
got shot in the face.
Got shot in the head. But it was non-life. This is what the news is telling us, okay? And the other, because I think it was 5 in all. Did I tell you that it was 5 in all? Or
I
4?
only saw 4.
Okay, it was 4 that got injured altogether, but only 2 were actually
gunshot injuries.
The other ones, they got injured trying to get out of the school. So, but the parents is saying that one actually passed away.
For real?
There in the school. And they're like, the news, they're not saying this. They're not putting this out. Now, when I watched one of the, I can't remember which news broadcast I watched, but when they were asking questions like, you know, what's going on? Is anybody else inside? The lieutenant was not really answering detailed questions, because he was like, we don't want to put out misinformation. Let us know what's going on.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing, the parents weren't notified beforehand. Well, not beforehand, because they didn't know this was happening. But the parents won't notify at a good time, immediately. Like, even when he was on the news, he had stated that they haven't reached out to the parents. So it's parents that's sitting at home watching the news that's finding out from the news that there was a shooting
at their child's school.
That's
insane.
Some of the kids, of course, had cell phones. So I know one of the parents whose child was there, and he was texting his mother. She actually posted the text and stuff on Facebook, and he was saying how he was hiding in the science lab in the closet, and how all the kids were kind of stuffed in the closet and stuff, and how they supposed to be sending a SWAT team and all of that. So it's just, and the time frame that he was in there doesn't match the time frame where the lieutenant was saying that all the kids were out. But of course it wouldn't, because the parents wasn't even notified. The kids was out, the parents would be notified. It's just, y'all, the people on the news, it be driving me crazy. That's why I don't watch it.
Yeah.
Because all this information, like, It's ridiculous. It's having
Dang,
the parents
that's crazy.
in the uproar. Like, how dare you not tell me?
Right.
Y'all can call. Now, I done got calls. My child don't go to public school, okay? But he was doing speech therapy at a public school. And I get every call. Automated.
If they could call about bus drivers being late,
Bus drivers going to the wrong stop.
that's crazy.
They could have called. They could have sent out a call about that. And you know what's crazier too? Because I remember the school where my son gets speech therapy. I remember the school calling me about a child who bought it was like a water gun or something to school. You called about that, you know what I'm saying? But these parents are have to witness this
on
the
TV
news.
with the rest of the people.
I can't imagine how those parents felt.
Yeah,
You
my
know.
child wouldn't be going back.
Man. And they locked down that school. They locked down the schools nearby because also it was posted on Facebook that the shooter was threatening because it took them a while to find the shooter.
Yeah, I saw that part that they hadn't found him yet.
Which it was another student who was the shooter. It wasn't an adult who came into school. It wasn't a student from another school. It was a student at the school. And from what I've heard, Facebook News has told me that they were fighting over a girl. High schoolers, okay? It took them a while to find the child. And from what I've heard on Facebook News is that the shooter was threatening to shoot up even more schools. So they end up locking down all the schools in the area because parents started calling different schools to let them know what was going on. So, and I'm sure they already knew.
So you gonna go to other schools? Cause you what?
Because of a girl.
Because of a girl?
Now,
So what was the parents saying? Because I know you had mentioned something.
so
Blame it.
many people were
insane.
posting and saying they blame the parent. Like, these parents aren't teaching these kids any respect. These kids have no value where life is concerned because either their parents are not paying enough attention to them. The parents is just not involved enough. They're not checking cell phones. They're not checking social media. They're just not involved with their children because they're so focused on their own lives. And that's why these children are getting out of hands and they're making horrible decisions that not only affects their life, okay, because now this child gonna be tried as an adult.
Yeah.
You in high school and you done did a mass shooting. You're gonna be tried as an adult, so his life is affected.
In the area that the high school is in, more likely than not, he's probably a little black kid.
Oh yeah, definitely, yeah.
Because that school is predominantly
Black, right? So you've messed up your life, and not only your life. These children who were shot, who were victims, are now terrified. Like, they're gonna remember this forever. And then all the children that's in school now are gonna have fear, okay, and not want to go to school because stuff like this don't happen in our area.
Yeah.
So it has really hit close to home. Like, yeah, adults, the parents aren't gonna want to send their kids to school. It's just, my son is not even in public school, and it affected him and his friends because it was on the news. Of course, his teacher teaches about current events just to, let them be aware because it's spiritually based. So to let them be aware, and they make sure they pray, when stuff like this happens. So they're affected by it. Like, yeah.
Hers, he told me about it. Like, he's like, guess what happened today in school?
Yeah.
So he told me about it. He didn't seem really affected.
But he's little,
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
But even though he wasn't, I was. Because I'm like, hold on. My nephew. And I'm trying to call her. Like,
yeah, because the school he go to, that's when you was like, it was right by his school.
Yeah.
But his school, they have, it's like section off. So it's the same school, but how
His,
do I explain it?
grade.
His building is like from third grade to like fifth grade or something like that, and then the other sixth graders to I don't know how high. I don't know if they got the high school there too. I don't know, but anyway, it's divided up. Even though it's the same school, they're in different buildings.
Yeah.
So the higher grade level was by the school that had the mass shooting. But Moni didn't know that, so she thought
no,
that he was there.
It's like, hold on now, hold on. I love all the kids. My nephew is in the area, so it's just
when they said they couldn't find him, that's when I was like, man, do I need to go pick up my kid?
Right.
Do I need to go pick him up, because I will.
But then, and I heard a lot of parents were saying how they wouldn't, for a while, they wouldn't let them pick up the children because they had everything on lockdown. So it's like the parents couldn't go in, and they didn't want the kids coming out. Because I guess they knew he wasn't in the building.
Yeah.
But they, they had to check to make sure, I guess, it was just one shooter and not multiple. I don't know, it's so many different stories. Like, it seemed like the news downplayed it. But the way the parents are talking, whose children was actually there, like one girl was beside the boy who got shot in the head. So she was saying he was dead. Now her mom, when she had posted, she was like, she don't know if she was saying he was dead because okay, you get shot in the head.
It's like that's it.
Or was he actually, had he actually passed away? But they're saying there were no fatalities.
I don't know.
But the parents and the kids are saying there are.
Because of the area that it's in.
Right. The area that it's in, and then all the other stuff that's going on, and how these parents a lot of the parents didn't want the schools to reopen because of, y'all already know what's going on, this pandemic. So now they know it's going to be even harder for these parents to be.
Yeah, my son will not go back. No. Homeschool like a mug.
Right. And it's crazy. Yeah. But a lot of parents are homeschooling more now than ever. Like I told y'all.
How you that mad and school just started?
And over a girl.
Like, that don't make sense to me.
You're in high school.
Y'all already in love? We only been in school for about a week and a half.
So this means either this is something that has
previously been just
from like the summer, because kids, of course, were still hanging around each other, even though it was summertime and they were virtual and all this stuff. So it could have been something that was brewing. But come on, y'all, high school.
Yeah.
You ain't even gonna remember that girl.
Someone's mad fight. What the world?
Yeah. And that's what somebody else has said too. Like, y'all teach y'all kids how to fight.
Man, these kids getting weak.
And my thing is, where did he get the gun?
Yeah.
Where did he get the gun? Did his parents have a gun and he done snuck the gun? Or, like when I was talking to MJ, because MJ thought it was an adult. He was like, I thought an adult went into school and shot. I said, no, this is another child. And even he was like, he's not old. How did he get the gun? And I said, MJ, for real, you're 11 and you can, if you were really in the streets, like some 11-year-olds, you could easily get a gun. They will be ready to give it to you. And it be our own people that are supplying the drugs, the guns, and all of that to these kids. So, you just want to keep everybody in prayer, okay? The whole world needs prayer.
It's getting insane.
It's getting crazy. But I need the news. I need y'all to stop, okay? I need y'all to either tell the whole story or don't tell the story at all.
Right.
Okay? And the crazy thing is, with the news, I find that, like with this pandemic, okay? With this pandemic, they tell the full capacity of the negative part of it. Like, they go into detail, every number, by how many people has passed away and all this stuff, right? But then with this situation, they downplay it. Downplay it. Like, no, tell the full story. Even with the pandemic, tell about those who have survived.
Right.
Since y'all got all these numbers and stuff.
Right.
Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you even know all the numbers? Why is the hospital reporting all of this in so much detail?
Yeah, yeah. Like, what happened to HIPAA laws and PPI? Like, so if you enjoyed this video today, be sure to click on one of these links to view more, and also click on the link right here to subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell so that you know when we upload. All right, y'all. Peace.